Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I'm your host, Pascal Mayala, and today we are talking game two of the NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. But before I give my review on game two, I want you guys to listen to this podcast on Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. In any platform you can find this podcast, and now you can listen to this on YouTube on Too Good to Be True podcast with Pascal Mayala. Do me a favor, people. Like, subscribe, notify, and leave your comment because your comment means to me on this podcast, and that this platform can move forward. And without you, there is no Pascal Mayala to doing this podcast. So let's get right to it. So game two between the Celtics versus the Mavericks. Congratulations to the Celtics winning game two, 105-98. So I did watch a sneak of game two because I was let's say this, I was very busy, and I was also tired too. But also that I watched the second quarter of game two. So I said, oh, maybe the Dallas Maverick could have it. Game two, because remember, the Maverick hasn't never lost a back to back since the start of the playoff. So I'm like, okay, Luca will do his thing. Maybe the rest of the players will step up. Well, I will tell you that the starting five has stepped up. Well, five players have double digit, but you know, compared to the Boston Celtics, even though one player didn't have a double digit, but one on the bench had a double digit. Um, so like I said, congratulations to the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown. Let me tell you what, Jaylen Brown had like I said, game two, just like game one. Jaylen Brown had a great game in game two. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and he was plus three in the game. He shot 8 for 15 in the field goal, 1 and 5 on the 3 point, and 4 to 4 um, at the free throw line. His partner in crime, Jason Tatum, he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists, 1 steal. He's plus six, and his field goal, he got 6 for 22 in the field goal, 1 and 7 in the 3 point, 5 and 6 in the free throw line. Drew Holiday, I'll tell you, he stepped up too. He got 26 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was plus six. He shot 11 for the 14 on the field goal, 2 out of 4 in the 3 point, 2 for 2 in the free throw line. And you know what? And Derek White, he had also a phenomenal game. 18 points, 5 rebounds, two assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was plus 8. He shot for 6 out of 15 at the field goal. 4 out of 10 at the 3 point, and 2 for 2 on the free throw line. Christoph Porzingis coming out of the bench. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, one assist. He was plus 12, and also he had 2 blocks. He shot 4 out of 7 at the field goal, 0 and 3 on the 3 point, 4 to 4 in the free throw line. What can I say right now? I can say that the Boston Celtics in constant. They are very focused. Because remember, uh, 2 years ago they lost the finals against the Golden State Warrior. They were 2-1. Then the Golden State Warrior came out and won the chip. And I know people will say Jason Tatum did not have the greatest performance of the night. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn as long as the player around him contribute and step up. And in the case we saw with Derek White, like I said, Derek White had 18 points. Kristaps Porzingis, he got 12 points. Drew Holiday, 26 points. It's not always gonna be your two biggest star. In the league, but everybody has to step up. So when I hear people say, oh, only the two-star have to be to step up more. Yes, it's true, but also the bench, your role player need to step up too. So I'm so happy that the Celtic the Celtic roster contribute. Well, on the opposite end, Dallas Mavericks, they also had contributed too, but in the bench they don't have enough. So Luka had another phenomenal game. I think he got another triple double, I believe. 32 points, 11 rebound, 11 assists, 4 steal. He was -3. Wow. I don't like the plus and minus, but -3. He shot 12 out of 21 in the field goal, 4 and 9 in the 3-point, 4 and 8 in the free throw line. His partner in crime, Kyrie Irving, he did not show up and step in game two. Even though game one I was very critical, and actually I was very critical of the Dallas Mavericks that the Dallas Mavericks in game two, the role player need to step up. They need to step up. I'm sorry to say this, but they needed to step up. Kyrie Irving, he has 16 points, 2 rebounds, six assists. And I don't do too much turnover, but with Kyrie, he got 2 turnovers. He was -3, just as Luka. 7 out of 18 on the field goal, 0-3 on the 3-point, 2-2 on the free throws. Daniel Gafford, he got 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. He shot 609 in the field goal and 1-4 in the 3-point. Daniel Jones Jr., 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, -5. 4 out of 7 on the field goal, 0-3 on the 3-point, and 3 out of 3 on the free throw line. PJ Washington, he got 17 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. He was +2. I think he was the he was the only one who had +2 in the starting bench. He shot 6 for 13 in the field goal, 1-5 in the 3-point, 4-4 in the free throws. With the Dallas Mavericks, my issue, and this is what my biggest critic with the Dallas Mavericks. Remember, I said that Luka, his style of play, he shoot too much, but in this case, I can't blame him because he doesn't have any help other than Kyrie. But Kyrie did not step up. I mean, like if you look at the stat like I read, You know, 7 out of 18 on field goal. It's not that good. It's not impressive. It's not really impressive. And to me, game three, Jason Kidd um adjust in game three. He need to adjust in game three because game three is probably going to be the most important um game in the finals. Because if you do not win game three, I'll be honest with you. If they don't win game three, I think the series will be over. I think we're gonna have a sweep in our hand. So before let's listen to what uh, uh Doris Berg got to say and Um, Tim Hetler of the ESPN got to say about game two, my bad, and what went wrong with the Mavericks and Luca. So let's listen to this. Let's listen to what Dorsberg got to say on SVP. Let's listen to what you got to say. Then I'm gonna respond.
Dallas goes 7 of 27 in game one, in a game where Luka had 30. They go 6 of 26 in game two, in a game where Luka had 30. Like this script isn't going to work for them. I just wonder what do you do different if you're them, other than the obvious make more threes. I just wonder philosophically what the answer is.
Well, I think Jason Kidd wants to make this a series that becomes about who can make more twos. He trusts his guys, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, to be able to make those tough ISO twos. The defense from the Dallas Mavericks in terms of their rotations, yes, they gave up open shots, but to limit the Boston Celtics to 25% from three, a lot of that had to do with the sense of urgency. So if you're thinking about a blueprint for how to get back, it's the blueprint tonight. You also have to make your free throws. That's probably the margin in this game, was the fact that Boston missed one free throw and Dallas missed 8.
And Scott, we talked a lot, right? You heard all this chatter about if Kyrie Irving was the second best player in this series, there was going to be trouble for the Boston Celtics. Kyrie is struggling shooting the basketball, 13 for 37. We keep waiting for that 4 or 5 minute stretch where he's absolutely electric and he's sustaining Dallas, because Luka Doncic alone will not get this done.
So you heard what Doris Burke and JJ Redick said. You know, like I said, like this actually, like he said, but also what I said also, Luka by himself is not getting done. Luka alone, he cannot do it by himself. That's why I said his partner in crime need to step up. And also the spacing with the Boston Celtics, like I said, they shot too many threes, but they also adjusted, like I said, ball movement. Ball movement is very, very, very important. Ball movement. So I had no issue with JJ Redick said, because also when we talk about the free throws, the Maverick missed 8, the Celtics missed 1. So They need, like I said, they need to adjust in Game 3 because Game 3 is very important. Like I said, if they miss and lose Game 3, I think we will get a sweep, a beautiful sweep. So the Dallas need to adjust. But let's listen to Team Hegler on on uh, on SVP about what went wrong with the Dallas Mavericks.
I could read out these numbers, and it's a make-miss league. We know that. It's cliche, but it's true. If Dallas doesn't make threes, they've been so good during the playoffs making them, and they made 6 in this one after they made 7 in Game 1. That's been a big issue. But there's a bigger issue just in terms of what they're struggling to do in your estimation?
Yeah, they are, and it's the defensive breakdowns is what's been bothering them this entire time for both games. But I just thought there was too much tonight that was below standard for Dallas. It's not finals worthy. What it's going to take to beat this team. You've got to make threes from your role players, your bigs. Gafford played better later in the game, but for the most part, the 3 centers, Gafford, Lively, and Kleber, were completely ineffective offensively. They had some really bad turnovers where guys were coming from behind against Luka when he wasn't aware that he was being chased down, led to some sloppy turnovers, including a really big one there in the backcourt at the end when it looked like they had a chance in the game. Holiday hits the 3 out of that. There's just too many areas in which they haven't been good enough against this team. The margin is so small against the Boston Celtics. I've seen Dallas at their best. This hasn't been close to it through 2 games.
And yet it's one of those weird games where it got close. It's a 5-point game. That white block at the end is unbelievable to not have any contact. It's one of those things that I just wonder how much conversation there'll be about that in the fog of war, right? You just focus on all these other things. That was an incredible block in a 5-point game.
So, you see, what did I said? I said that the Luka cannot do this alone. Everybody needs to step up. I mean, we thought it's going to be a series, and I thought, okay, I said. Like I said in my mind that the Mavericks could win game 2 if everybody stepped up. PJ Washington stepped up. I'm glad. Kyrie with 18 points. We're not seeing the Kyrie of old, like when he was playing with Cleveland in NBA Finals. So, to me, what it shows me that maybe they're good at home. Maybe Kyrie will play phenomenal in Game 3 at home. We don't know. So, for that, I gotta say, they need to wake up. But I want to listen to Luka because there was an exchange between the Celtics and Luka, and I want to know what Luka Doncic got to say. But before we hear what he got to say, I'm gonna say this: I'm so impressive with Luka. His first finals. Remember, Game 1 he got a double-double. Now, Game 2, he has a triple-double. I mean, this is amazing with Luka. I mean, I'm going to give his props. Even though he lose the NBA Finals, maybe not. But give him his flowers. So, listen to what Luka got to say. Then we're going to listen to Coach Jason Kidd got to say.
Luka, it looked like you had an interaction with this Celtics owner. Did he do something or say something that you thought was over the line?
Sorry, I don't know who's the Celtics owner.
Was there somebody in the first row that you were having an exchange with that was the Celtics owner?
No.
Mike Curtis, the Dallas Morning News. In a game where the Celtics shot 26% from 3, Jason Tatum didn't have necessarily good offensive outing. Does it feel like a missed opportunity that you guys weren't able to capitalize in a game like this?
Every game we lose, it's a missed opportunity for us.
So he didn't. So you hear what Luka gotta say? Uh, he didn't know who was the owner. I gotta be honest though. I don't know who's the owner of the Boston Celtics. Well, I don't know who he is. I don't know. I don't know half of this owner of the each NBA team. So I don't blame him one bit. So let's listen to Jason Kidd about game 2. What he's got to say.
Luke was in just a minute ago said that his missed free throws and his turnovers cost you guys the game. I'm just wondering your perspective on the totality of his performance.
Yeah, he was great. No matter what he says, that's just who he is. He's a leader. And it's not, all on him. It's a team. We win as a team and we lose as a team. And so he put us in a position. He was really good tonight. And unfortunately, we just couldn't, get over the hump. I thought our defense was really, really good. We just got to take care of the ball. Just too many turnovers that gave them points, and then also, being able to we got to score the ball. And right now we got to find someone to join Luka and Kai in that scoring category.
Oh yeah. Free throws. Yeah. Free throw can be your ally, can be your worst enemy. So before we continue with the NBA continue with the news about something about Kristaps Porzingis' leg. I want to read the team stat. Jason Kidd said, their feature was their enemies right now. If you look at the teams, actually let's read the free throws. So the Dallas Mavericks had 16-24. They had a 66% of free throws. You cannot say the same thing with the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics were 19-20, like we said. They missed one free throws, and they had 95% of the free throw made their free throws. So, remember when JJ Redick said that they missed 8 free throws. That was what I was referring to. The free throws, 16 out of 24, made. And I was just reading the free throws because the Mavericks need to make some free throws, because free throws gonna be very important. Because if they don't make those free throws, I think Dallas would have won this game too. So, to me, free throws is going to be the worst thing that happened to them. Now, I heard something about Porzingis' leg. I believe he got injured. I believe he's injured, but I think he's okay. According to ESPN by Tim Botham, he said that the Kristaps Porzingis said he believed the plan is for him to get imagine of his right leg after appearing to tweak in the late the Boston 105-98 victory over the Mavericks in Game 2. But he expects to be on the court as a series shift to Dallas in Game 3. So, what he said, and I quote, "It's not difficult at all." When he asked if it was tough for him to continue playing, he said, I'll die out there if we need. So I just keep going. So to me, I love when players play with through injuries because they show their toughness, and I love it. I love every bit of it. So I think game three, Christoph Porzingis will play. Believe me, and I hope game three, and I hope that game three, the Mavericks wakes up. If they don't win game three, it will be a sweep. And you know I don't like sweeping NBA Finals. I love competitive game. So the Mavericks need to wake up for it. Before I go, because I'm not gonna do very long. I'm not gonna go to a 1 hour to in 1 hour of the NBA Finals. Well, maybe one day, but maybe one day. But right now, no. If you've been following the WNBA, they had Sunday. They had their Commissioner Cup. So here's the stat. So Liberty beat the Washington Mystics 93-88. The Phoenix Mercury beat the Dallas Wings in 97-90 in a double overtime. The Minnesota Lynx beat the Seattle Storm 82-64. And the Spark beat the Las Vegas Ace 96-92. That's for the WNBA Commissioner Cup. In the NFL, Darren Waller has announced his retirement from the NFL. So I don't know what that means right now. So I don't. The Giants need another a wide receiver or tight end. I believe it's a tight end. Yeah. Darren Waller need a tight end. Actually, not Darren Waller, but Darren Waller's retiring. The New York Giants need a new tight end, because at age 31, you know your body starting to slow down, and at this age, you know, with the banging in the hips, you know, I understand why he's retired. Now, I know I don't have much to talk about. Maybe I'll do my bonus real talk. If you love the Olympics, if you represent your country, like Team USA, Team France, Team Canada, who participating in the Olympics, basketball, that's good. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, it's not good at all. Caitlin Clark will not go to Paris. She did not make the roster of the Team USA. So to me, I would talk about it on Real Talk, of the Real Talk on my bonus podcast, and another podcast, and another bonus Real Talk. We're going to talk about something that I think people will be very interesting. So that's all I gotta say today. If you love this podcast, follow me. Follow this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify. If you want to listen to this podcast, it will be uploaded on YouTube. So on Too Good to Be True podcast with Pascal Mayala, like, subscribe, notify, and leave your comment because your comment means a lot to me. If you want to follow me on social media, on Instagram it's Pascal_Mayala_15. Same thing with Threads. On X, formerly Twitter, is at Belly versus PMM. Facebook, Pascal Mayala. And I gotta say this. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next time.